friends, my name is Verna Mullen and I'm coming to you tonight from stampinnotes.com. I have a really cute card to share with you. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I love to share the art of card making with my friends and family and with you. So this is a card. I saw this first on Simply Simple Stamping with Connie Stewart, and it's a fun full card. The belly band is like this. Pull the belly band off and the card opens like that, and there's a sentiment inside. It's easy and fun to make. I'm using paper from the Peaceful Poppies stamp set, designer series paper, and I'm using dies from the set and stamps. This is the Painted Poppies set. Tonight we'll be using this stamp and this stamp also to do the coloring on our flower. And also I'm going to use the Poppy Moments dies. I'm using the leaf from that die, and also one of the centers for the this part of the card right here. And I'm using the sentiment, the happy birthday sentiment, and this one, wishing you happiness, wishing you every happiness this special day will bring. And also I'm using the outline dies for the flower, to cut the flower. This stamp set is gorgeous, and the paper is gorgeous also that it goes with. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'll give you the measurements for this card and what you're going to need. And you're going to need a piece of thick Whisper White cardstock. I am out of it, so to show this video, I used just the regular Whisper White. And you're going to score this at 1 1/4, 5 1/2, and 9 1/4. That's 1 1/4, 5 1/2, and 9 1/4. For the inside of your card, you're going to need a piece of designer series paper that's 5 1/4 by 4. For these larger outside part of the card where it's scored at 1 1/2, you're going to use a piece of designer series paper that's 1 1/2 by 5 1/4. And on this flap here, you're going to use a piece that's 1 by 5 1/4 on that side, and also a piece on the other side. So you need 2 pieces that are 5 1/4 by 1. For the belly band, you need a piece that's 10 by 1 1/4 of thick Whisper White. And you also need a piece of the designer series paper that is 9 by 1. This is going to go around the outside of the belly band right here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fold over our card, and we're going to go this way with this small piece here. We'll fold it in half. Pretend we started folding it in half first. Okay, so then we go that way with that, and we're going to fold this one this way also, the larger one on the end, so that when we fold it, it's going to be like that, or you could do it like that. I'd like it like this. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the designer series paper on the card, and I'm going to use the liquid glue. I love the liquid glue because, you know, we all make mistakes where we're going to, and if you don't put your paper down and you're using the snail, if you don't put it down in the right place, sometimes it's hard to move it around. But with the liquid glue, you have a little bit of time to put it in the right place. So that goes there. Now for one of these pieces, we're going to put it right here. Like so. And then we're going to put one on the outside. See a little bit of glue there. I just want to get that before it sticks to the paper where it's not supposed to stick. Okay, got that much done. Now for this piece right here, I want to use this. So I'm using, this paper's beautiful, it's double-sided. I'm using both sides of this particular pattern. We always have beautiful paper. Stampin' Up! Has talented artists and designers. Okay, so we've got all our designer series paper down. Now you'll see on this card that I have cut out this design, and I'm using this die right here. This die is from the Poppy Moments dies. And the Poppy Moments dies are here. And there's a lot of dies in that set. There's also another leaf die right here, which is what I used on the front of the card that we're gonna make. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna cut that out. I've run that through the Big Shot, and you can see I've got some stragglers here. And I'll take a pick tool and just poke those on through there. There's a brush that comes with this, and I need to buy it because you would just brush it and then it would loosen all the little pieces. So that way when we fold our card, we have this beautiful, we can see the beautiful paper through there. Isn't that pretty? Now for the belly band. And I am just going to take, let's get these off here. I'm just going to take this belly band and I'm not going to score, I'm going to wrap it around like this. Actually, yeah. And I am going to just fold it over like that. I don't want it super tight. It's a little bit loose there. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on this flap. Whoops. We don't want it crooked. And the poppies will be over that so it won't show through. I folded the designer series paper over the belly band. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp our sentiment right up here at the top of the card. And it's going to be happy birthday. I'm bringing in my black memento ink. I'm going to put it up in towards the top of the card here. I'm going to stamp the poppy on a piece of scrap Whisper White with black memento ink. Okay, now I'm going to take Highland Heather, which is a light lavender color, and I'm going to take that stamp that looks like it's just for watercolor over the image. I think it looks like it should go this way. I want it a little darker than that. Okay, so that kind of has a watercolor look to it. And I'm going to go ahead and cut that out with a Big Shot. So I wasn't really happy with the way that inked up for me. And I am just going to take my Stampin' Blends marker and color it in a little bit here. Color it in a little more. It may look a little bit mottled, but I think it'll look better than the way it does now. And I'm just using the light Stampin' Blend marker. I'm not doing anything fancy because I'm going to be putting Wink of Stella on this. It's going to be covered over anyways. Now for the center, there's a small die that cuts out the Poppies center, and I cut 2 of them and glued them together. And I'm just going to bend up these little feathery flower parts and put a dab of glue there, put that on that, there. So the flower's going to go probably right about like that. And I would like, I've already cut the leaf out. I've used this die right here. I love my poppies when they bloom in the spring. They're so beautiful. And I think I want this to stick up a little bit in this white space here. So I am just going to tear that bottom part off. And I think that's the way I want that, like that. And take a little bit of glue. Not a lot, just a little. Put that there. And I'm not using dimensionals, I am just going to glue down the poppy. And you want to get that in the middle so it doesn't stick on the other part of your, on this part of your cut. I'm going to slide this belly band off. I need to stamp the inside. Wishing you every happiness this special day will bring. Okay. And we're going to stamp it right here. There, that came out pretty good. So the only thing I have left to do is the Wink of Stella on the belly band. And I'm going to go ahead and slide this on here. All right, I'm going to take a pick tool and pick up one of these little sequins and put in the corner up here. I think I'll put it right there. And maybe I will put one down there. I've added 2 sequins here, and I'm going to add just a little bit of Wink of Stella to make this a little bit glittery. Just adds a special little touch to it. And there we are.